Welcome to our Tarot Tip series, How to Read Tarot Cards. Be sure to watch the whole video for the types of tarot decks that you should know about and the collective tarot card reading at the end.
Wow. This series is an introduction to our comprehensive tarot training courses.
Make sure that you catch all the videos in this series in the link below for all of the juicy tarot goodness.
Yes. Whatever level you are, from beginner to advanced, we always bring something valuable to help you grow and improve your practice.
And if you're just getting to know us,
I'm Heather.
And I'm David.
From ZenRoseGarden.com,
home of Zen Academy.
As you come on, let us know where you are watching from.
And if you have any questions as we go, be sure to drop them in the comments.
There are 3 traditional decks that you should know about, and that I personally think every reader should own. They might be considered beginner, sort of beginner, intermediate, and advanced. There are several modern decks that I personally love, but these 3 more traditional decks every reader should know about and own, in my personal opinion.
In my humble opinion, I think so too. So the first deck is the French Marseille deck. Now, this is one of the oldest style decks that is still being used. What makes the Marseille deck unique is how they were first printed. These were originally printed on wood blocks with ink, so you have these bolder colors. They weren't painted like the other 2 decks that we are going to talk about, but were printed using a very basic printing process. This is considered a deck for beginners because it lends itself to a more intuitive style.
The second deck is considered an advanced beginner to intermediate deck. These 2 first decks sort of cross over. This is the Waite deck, painted by Pamela Coleman Smith. This deck was the first deck to make pictures from the numbered cards that represented centuries-long agreed-upon meaning. And this made it a lot easier for beginning readers to remember the meanings of the numbered cards. The writer has a lot more going on in each card that can help the reader tap into a broader range of meaning than the Marseille deck did, which is still symbolic, but a bit less complex in many ways. If there were only one deck to choose to start with, I would say the Waite would be the one to start with.
Absolutely. So if there were only one deck that you could own, this would be the one. It's the one you've been looking for. And it's also you. You're the one you've been looking for. But this deck will also be the one, if you could only have one deck, this would be the one that we definitely recommend. The third deck is the mysterious Thoth Deck, designed by the elusive Aleister Crowley.
That's Crowley!
Probably how he even said his name. So this deck is highly complex. You probably want to at least be confident with the Waite deck before you embark down the rabbit hole into the mind of the Crowley. Ozzy Osbourne went there, and you know how that turned out with the bats and the reality show. If you don't know, Google it.
Love me some Ozzy. This deck has layers of mystic meaning, and it is absolutely delicious to unpack.
So now it's time for the collective card reading.
So let's do the collective pull. Once again, I'm going to fan my deck out here and just pull one card out of the middle that stands out.
There you go.
We're going to
Today we have
the Queen of Wands.
The Queen of Wands.
Interesting, because in the last video, I believe we pulled the Knight of Wands.
We certainly did.
So the Queen of Wands is a lot more stable than the Knight of Wands. This, if this represents a person in your life, it could be a woman who owns who she is. She's full of desire and sensuality, but also very mature. Where the Knight of Wands is not quite mature. He's not really a permanent person in your life. He or she, they might ignite your desire and then move on. The Queen of Wands is someone who is probably steady and strong in your life, that is there to inspire you and to fill you with ideas and creativity and inspiration, and maybe even guide you in a spiritual sense. Not like the Queen of Cups,
Right.
but in more of the earthy, sensual sensuality that connects you to earth energy and mystic energy.
It might even be some kind of a mentor type figure,
Right.
igniting you, maybe an art teacher kind of a person who
Yes.
just kind of ignites you into that passion of life itself and looking deeper and kind of exploring the colors of the world itself. That would be a good example of a Queen of Wands.
So to step into the Queen of Wands energy in your own life, don't be afraid to own who you are. Don't be afraid to own your sensuality. It's not just a passing phase. It's
Right.
your life. It's your time now to connect yourself to the earth, to your energy, to your sensuality, and make it part of your life, not a separate part of your life you just do on the weekends or on your yoga retreat, but as a part of your life permanently. Just keep you in the flow of that yumminess of life.
And it's perfectly okay to mature into that appreciation for the artistry of life, for getting down into the dirt and experiencing the world itself. Nature, for example, connecting more deeply with nature on a mature level. So, if any of this makes sense, feel free to drop it in the comments, let us know. Don't forget to catch all of the videos in this series using the link below to get a better understanding of tarot basics.
In the next episode, we're going to talk about understanding tarot cards. How do you learn the language?
Because tarot has its entire language, right? So if you've gotten something valuable today and you want more, you might be interested in our metaphysical school and community, Zen-Ed Academy, where you can connect with our chosen family of like minds, take advantage of PhD-backed education and weekly practices, with tarot being just one example, where you can level up your skills with our comprehensive tarot training, as well as advanced mediumship training, psychic development, self-growth, from wherever you are in the world. Just click the link in the description and see if it resonates for you. Since you guys have watched this far, be sure to check out the goodies we've got for you. There's a link in the description below if you like this video.
Hit the like button.
Hit it hard. And if you want to see more videos like this,
Be sure to subscribe
and spank the naughty bell to turn notifications on
so you're the first to know
when we drop a new video.
or go live.
And we know that time is a valuable and precious resource. The fact that you guys have chosen to spend that with us, we honor and appreciate that. But more importantly, that you are here to level up your life, your mind, and your skills and take everything to a whole new level. We honor and appreciate that even more. If you want more, be sure to binge on one of our other videos. Matter of fact, plenty of them around here. I don't know where they are. I'm sure you can find them. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
See you in the next video.